I always wanted to be in movies, but I wanted to be in comedic movies because
comedy.
yeah, of course. I love comedy. So if I got a chance to either be in a movie or get on a stage somewhere to make it, let's say it's TV, it's televised, and I had to fuck somebody, dude.
A dude?
No.
Uh,
No. I'm not. But I would fuck anything else.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We cover they next.
The one and only
that's Danny.
Danny.
You can see down here, over here, his email address, so you can write him messages.
No, it's not an email. It's Instagram.
Instagram, yes. You can write him private messages, PMs. And I am Jerry. Getty.
Geraldo.
And in here, you won't see my Instagram because it's private.
It's shared though.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
sharing my Instagram as well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill the producer.
We're sharing it anyways because you're collaborator on all the teasers.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't really matter
I'm
much.
collaborator?
Yeah, collaborator.
I'm not a collaborator.
You are
I
a
am the
collaborator.
host of this shit. Co-host.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Pendejo.
And I know that this is not Jerry's podcast, but this
Sales
is
point.
but this is not Dennis' podcast.
Well, it's
This
Denny's
is,
idea.
of course, but this is
It's mutual.
mutual. Yeah.
Of course it is.
So
There's
I am the host.
there's-
Also, you are the host.
There's no one without the other.
I'm the host.
I think it would be boring if it was just one of us.
Yeah. Just I can just sit in here and speak like a motherfucker. And blah, 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 2
I can do the
hours.
same, but it's like, would it be? For
I
me,
know you.
I don't want to do it.
I know you, and you are not. You are capable, of course, because you are a capable person. But I know that you won't sit in front of a camera 2 hours and speaking by yourself.
I used to stream though. When I streamed, I did it for, but I get bored. I get bored.
But at least you are showing a video game.
True.
I mean, and you're commenting the video
Yeah,
game.
but I could do something like this is what I like to talk about today.
Oh,
today
I
all
wanna
these
talk about the
pretty
flowers
birds.
and the pretty
The
birds.
pretty bird.
Look. Oh, I wanna live in a place like this.
I would love that. That would
Just
be amazing.
imagine every morning peeing in
wanna-
one of those pines,
Ooh, I
having a
want one of
wolf.
those. I want one of those.
You want a wolf?
Why not? They're beautiful.
I had a wolf. Yeah, let me show it in camera. Yeah, Wolfie. I had a wolf. It was very weird because it was a female, and she was very very nice with me. I mean, she never got annoyed when she had puppies. I just took them. She didn't care. I played with her for years.
No, but it's like I saw with hawks. Like they have this. If they love you and trust you, you're welcome to do anything with them.
Yeah.
If they don't love and trust you, don't touch me.
Yeah, the only bad thing about her is the weather wasn't good for her because we were in those moments in Venezuela. In my town is the hottest town in city in Venezuela, and we usually have like 40 degrees every day all year because there is always summer in that shit, and she was suffering a lot. And the second thing is that they don't bark. They don't bark. So, you know what cats does, that they are like hidden and yeah, well, she used to do that shit and scare the crap out of my mom. And at nights, instead of barking,
Oh yeah,
you can hear.
you forgot to say hi to your mom and your sister.
Yeah, I'm not yet.
Not yet.
But at night, as she doesn't bark, you could hear in my backyard.
Of course.
And you
They
think,
growl.
yeah, and you think that it's fucking haunted. That there is a spirit in my fucking backyard. My neighbors were terrorized, especially in a place like Venezuela that a lot of people believe in those things. You know, like they really believe that there was a spirit
Yeah, but
in
that's
the
like
block at night.
that's like Japan as well. You know, certain animals gets certain benefits from that, and then there's certain other animals that don't get the same benefit. I was watching this most dangerous animals in Asia, and one of them was a leopard that lived in India.
Yeah.
And because they expanded the city so much into the rural area, that now they live together in that regard. Because of course the leopard has to go there.
yeah, and I've seen
Yeah.
I seen that
But they
sometimes
kill like 1,500 a year of them.
What?
Yeah, because they
That shit
they
should
go
be
in,
illegal, dude.
but they go into the city, and that's the problem because they expanded the city so much
I saw
that
a
it went
couple of
into
videos.
where the fuck they live. So now they live together, and instead of capturing it and releasing like you do with certain fishes, and if you're some people at least in that regard, they kill them.
It's happening also in the Amazon forest, not in well, I guess also in the Venezuelan part, but in the Brazilian part,
but in all over
in
the
the Colombian part, the Peruvian part of the Amazon rainforest, they are just destroying it, dude. They are making it every time smaller and smaller because they need the terrains for agriculture and cattle, the cows and the
That's
shit,
why
yeah.
I appreciate that there's certain countries that works very hard to like preserve certain area to give them something. But the problem
well,
also is we're growing. right?
Thailand did that.
Yeah, but the problem still is we're growing, right? So if we can't expand that way, we have to expand that way.
Yeah. In Venezuela, for example, just as in Thailand, the natural reserves are like untouchable. Not they call
Should
it
be. Should be.
national parks. So cities cannot grow there. You cannot build anything there. Those forests will remain forests forever. But there is a problem. The cities are very close to the forest. So people have noticed that animal trafficking, it's a very, very profitable business.
Yes.
So Thailand, Venezuela, those two countries has become probably the number one in the planet, one and second in the planet for animal trafficking. And it's weird because we live right now in the first war. We are in Europe. People also in the United States will see the same. People in Japan, especially Japan, are the buyers. So basically, they go to Venezuela, they take the animals, they go to Thailand, they take the animals, and they send them to Europe, Japan, and United States,
Yeah, but it's
and
like
sell them
it's
very,
horn
very
from
expensive.
rhinos, it's the fins from the sharks, and it's like certain things. They don't give a shit about the rest of the animal. That just left for dead. But they
Yeah.
take the certain part, they don't give a shit, and that's it.
That's a monstrosity.
It is.
But
It's
the-
inhuman. Like-
totally. But the thing is that they are doing even worse sometimes, not by taking a part of the animal and is taking the whole animal, because they gotta catch, let's say, 10 monkeys in order for one or two to survive. But in order to capture the monkey, you gotta kill its mom and its family. So in order to one monkey to reach United States, Japan, or Europe, around 25 monkeys died just for that only monkey to arrive to a place that is gonna be treating very bad. It's not gonna be in his natural environment, and probably he's gonna try to be humanized. It's happening a lot with precisely this owls.
I was watching the Kazakhs.
Old cafes in Japan. You sit and drink a coffee while they put a fucking owl in your table, and you can pet the owl. Dude, owls doesn't want to be pet. They want to fucking eat rats and rabbits.
No, but
Yeah.
that's what I watched with the Kazakhs. They steal the hawks when they're young.
Kazakhstan?
In Mongolia,
Aha.
the Kazakhs. They have them. I think they live 15 years. They have them for 10. Then they release them, so the hawks can still go out into nature and breathe.
Yeah.
So even though they keep them, and the owls love the hawks love them, and they have this combination,
Yeah,
they do a lot of
humanized.
yes, but they release them 5 years, so that means that 33% of their life they live in the free to breed, to do, and this and that and this and that. I think in some way that's amazing because we give them back to where they belong, where they were, born. And yes, but they still use them in a way that they don't lose their instincts. It's not a pet in that way. It's still a pet because you have to chase and you have to, hunt, and you have to do all these activities as a bird you are. So you're doing something. At least in that way, you can say, okay, that makes sense. Buying a shark, keeping it in a shitty little tank just because you want to pet at home.
Who the fuck wants to fucking pet a shark?
Yeah, precisely.
Shark doesn't want to be pet.
No, but you see certain people like
Yeah.
everybody's trying to,
Yeah.
what's the next temptations? Like I don't mind bungee jumping and shit like that. Go for it, but to interfere with nature in that way is no. Like there's fucking crazy people that goes to fucking Africa to kill a lion. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That I understand somehow.
They're also
somehow.
endangered.
No. Yes, but
And you're going to their fucking.
no. Yeah, but there are certain countries. For example, I'm gonna give you the
I don't think it's lions,
example of Spain. In Spain, if they forbid the wolf hunt, you cannot hunt a wolf.
That used to be a big thing.
Yes, it's forbidden. What happened? There are wolf attacks every single day to the cows and the goats and the sheep of the farmers.
Part of nature, bruh.
Part of nature. So beat it. But what is happening? That the wolf population was like 5,000 wolves in the entire country, and now it's like 25,000 in just 2 years. So they are looking for more food. And one sickness, one illness, can endanger the entire species. So there are actually ecologist groups and shit fighting to get approved the hunting license for wolves again in order to control the population.
I get it.
And get
No, but it's the same in Denmark. You have, with Bakken. You remember Bakken?
yeah, the king's hunting place.
Yes, because it grows in a year. It goes massively.
Because it's
So
protected.
every year they have to have a hunt
Yeah.
to kill, because else they can't keep it.
So
Because else it just goes.
what happened with the elephants and with the lions in Africa?
But there's a big difference also hunting for necessity and then hunting just because you want the horn or you want to make money.
Yeah. What happened with some elephants and some lions in Africa is that people in Europe or United States, they pay to hunt the lion or to hunt the elephant, but you cannot hunt any elephant. You gotta hunt one in a specific. And this national park, this elephant sanctuary, they sell that only elephant per year, only one elephant, because you gotta pay the salaries of all
To raise money, I guess.
all the people that works there, the weapons, the cars, gasoline, the food. Besides that,
But you know what you could do
they
instead?
say, they explain
I
something.
know, I get
No. There is something else, a natural explanation.
If it's a dying one, well, yeah, go for it.
No, it's not dying. They are very strong, but they are old. So they cannot breathe anymore. They cannot impregnate
that's
the
different.
the
That's different.
females, but they kill the younger ones that are actually
Healthy.
healthy. So they gotta kill that animal in order to sustain the species.
No, but I get it for a certain point. But I would say that killing. Let's say this: you're killing a sick one. Probably not a big, problem. But if you kill the healthy one, that is young, then you're fucking with nature in a different way where it hurts more. And I would say instead of going for that hunt, you say you need to raise money. Raise the money. There's Plenty of people that wants to.
Do you know how
give
many?
money for that.
Do you know how many animal sanctuaries are in the world raising money?
There's also a lot of private owned.
Yeah, most of them are private owned,
I know.
trying to raise money. But well, today's episode isn't
Wasn't
about
even on
this.
that, no.
But now I think not the next episode because we have a
The next is Yabba Yabba.
Jabba Jabba episode, so we're gonna talk about random shit.
The next one, we
and
talked about a few different
Let's
things.
talk about the animals in the
Back on track.
back on track. Hello, mom. Hello, sister. She's back.
Guess who's
But my dad left, so
Ah.
we still have only 2 viewers.
Ah.
Today we're gonna talk about the salesperson,
The perfect salesperson, yeah.
And I think that there is not a perfect salesperson. I think it's something relative.
I really do think that the perfect salesperson is the imperfect one, right? You
Yeah.
have to have flaws that you can better, because there is never going to be anybody who reach a level that you can't grow from.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's like a mentor and a mentoree.
Yeah,
So it's the same thing in sales, right?
maybe it's
You-
not modern.
somebody has to help you get to the top.
Yeah.
No, but I think that the thing with sales is that there's so many different avenues of sales. So you can be amazing at cold call. For
Yeah.
me personally, I wouldn't do it because
I hate that shit.
I really don't like to bother people that
Oh
way.
my God.
I fucking hate it. I really,
fucking
really hate
every
it.
time I receive a fucking phone call from an operator selling me cell phone.
Kylene got a call
bullshit
from a
too.
woman saying she was from the government and she only spoke Russian, and that she had a package.
A package.
Yeah, she had a package that she was pending from the government, and she was calling to remind her, and it was in Russian.
Amazing. Yeah. Actually, in Spain, it's amazingly aggressive. Amazingly aggressive.
Denmark and Sweden too. It's ridiculous. But I think it's
you
part
cannot
of
put
it's
your
part
cell
of
phone
culture
anywhere.
now. No, it's ridiculous. I think also the thing, if you sign up for certain things, you have to be careful because you're selling your phone number to them.
Yeah.
I remember when I did affiliate marketing some years back now. Every time you sign up for a survey, I tried looking at how many sponsors there were. It was beyond belief. It was so many. And it was any product you can imagine that could email, call you. I don't know. Whatever you wrote in that survey, the contact information was sold instantly.
Yeah.
They didn't even give a shit what you were.
They don't
because
care.
even during the survey, you were saying yes and no to certain things. Those were offerings.
Yes.
So, there's so many ways of selling, right? There is, the human touch. There's the AI touch. Then there's just the specific box touch, which like a survey is not AI, and somebody created it, but that is that. Those are the avenues, and then you can sell phones, you can do cold call, you can do insurance, you can do payment processing, T-shirts. There's different ways because, for example, we are building our own T-shirt brand amongst the mouse pads that we have. And that is different from what we do at Fasto, where we're reselling, we're brokering these deals that we do partnerships with. And then it's differing also from the third thing we're doing now, which is the digital marketing, where we help with that. So all these three things that we're basically selling is three different avenues of selling. And the same person that's good here is not necessarily good here or here. It's like you have to find some kind of, I think you have to adapt. In sales, you have to adapt if you want to be good. Or you find the niche that you're good at and stay at it.
But it's not only about that. It is also that probably you are good for something, to sell some kind of product, but you suck to sell
But it's
a
like
different kind of product.
The driver sellers, they're amazing at the face-to-face.
Yes,
But
they
if
are.
you call or write, they're probably not that strong. That's the thing. Where's your strength? Is it, I'm amazing at eye contact, but if I have to write an email, I might come across boring, uninteresting.
Do you know who is an amazing salesperson?
Who?
She is an amazing salesperson in Spanish.
Spanish,
Face to face.
maybe.
Face to face. It's like, what the fuck? But
We're talking about his girlfriend,
Yeah, but
AI girlfriend.
no, she's real. Speak.
Hi.
You see? Hi. The thing is that she's amazing. But
But
on
that's
that,
a that,
but
that, there's,
communicating
then is a
via-
different. That's a language barrier. Then
No.
she wouldn't. She
Communicating
can't sell in
via
English.
Communicating via email. It's
Oh yeah,
impossible for
she
her.
sucks.
It's the worst.
Oh yeah.
It's impossible for her.
She's not good.
No, not at all. So, but the thing I wanted to explain is that I know salespeople, those
Cold
call,
yeah.
yeah.
Peter is pretty good at it, as far as I remember.
I
He's
know
good
very
at that.
good,
Face to face.
very good
I
ones in
don't
in
think
Spain.
like I think you have those or you don't have those. For me,
I tried, never achieved it.
calling, I'm not good at.
No, me neither.
Email, I can do to a certain extent. I'm more of the face to face. So that's why in Fasto, why I always do the with the webcam is because it's for me that becomes face to face.
Yes.
Then I'm strong because I can connect with anybody.
Yep.
In any way, or I guess the problem, my biggest problem now is my arrogance has kind of grown.
You're an acquired taste, so yeah, people.
Now I am,
People
now I
needs
am.
to know you before
I am.
doing business with you. Yeah.
For sure, for payments, I'm not a good salesperson for that anymore. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't.
Oh, I
enjoy
love it.
I know. But that's also the thing, right? Some people evolve. Or let's not even call it evolve because it sounds wrong. But some people change characteristics and adapt to another thing. For me, what I'm really looking forward to is to sell the digital marketing part and the T-shirts and the creative part of those things, the fury, all that is more me now. Like those kind of sales things is more me now than the payments part, which is why it's left for you. But I think that's the thing, right? My characteristics is better in the face-to-face, and I think that's better for me in those two other areas than it is the payment processing. For you, I would say email is not your strong suit either. You're like me. You're also best when you communicate.
I hate writing emails, dude.
I know. I'm the same. But there's some people like Lily. Lily is fucking amazing at writing emails. It's ridiculous.
She never shut the fuck up. Also,
I
so
know.
she's
I
good
know.
at the,
But I would say I've seen her talk to people. Not always the greatest. She has some adaptation. She needs to learn.
Well, what I learned in our business area is that sadly, and I say sadly because as a salesperson you learn to exaggerate everything but in our business area the best way is to be very straight and honest.
I've always been that.
Yeah, I know, and I learned that it was hard to learn at the beginning, very hard to learn, but I am always very, very straight and honest. And sadly, I'm not here to convince anybody to be our customer or
but
merchant.
if we're doing real estate, now I've seen a lot of these programs. If you're not pushy, you're not winning.
Of course.
Especially if you're
We can be
starting out,
pushy.
because nobody's taking you in as a trainee or anything, paying you any good money. You have to get the first apartment or whatever yourself. Like you have to call 1 million people and get just one person to say, okay, you can get this listing. And then you can come in someplace and say, I have this listing, because it's all these bureaus already have 1 million other people that wants to join. So for that one, it's really cutthroat. And I understand why the people who sell real estate are the way they are. And in most places, if you want to get to the top, you got to kill some people. You got to be a hunter, man. You got to be a hunter. You got to be a killer. You're not going to make it to the top. In our area, at least, the way that this company has been formed for the payments part is that we let people come to us. And I think that has slowed down our progress a lot. We need the same as them. We need more killer instinct. And that's why, again, with these conferences that we're doing, we're going to chase a little more. We're going to be a little more pushy. We're going to be a little more on the point. And I really do think that, again, for us, that's what we need in this. But in other places, like, that's what I mean, that the perfect person, you can have 10 different people in the same company and they can still be amazing, even though they have different approaches to and characteristics and to how they manage. I think, again, it's the same thing. You and Lily are not two of the same. I think that's the balance you need. You need if you have a team of two, at least you can't have two of the same, like you and me. I don't think it works. At least if you're equal, yes. But if one is not, then you need difference. Because watch you me play Rocket League. We have the same because you learn from me.
Yeah,
which means you play
I
you
always
play
play with
precisely
you.
like I do. And that's not good. That's why when we win big because we both wee.
Yeah.
But when we lose, we're both wee.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like that. I think it's the good thing. Like for you to have Lily now, that is very good at the writing part in so many ways, and she's very strong in building structure and not withhold but contain information and keep it in a structured way. And she is, I would say she has like a little more of the afterthought. You and me are very spontaneous. We're right now people. Lily is probably a little more, let's
She
do it this way.
She makes planification and
Yes.
shit. Oh, I hate that shit, dude.
I know.
Oh my god.
But I think in a team you need that. Like you need different characteristics.
Oh, look at this.
characteristics. That word doesn't roll off as easy as I thought. But you need that. For example, in this small team that we have now, 6 people, we have different people. I would say the most similar people are you and me, and then the two.
The two Kalinea
Yeah.
and Tealin.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the most similar one, and then we have the two Ruski speakers. But what they have of skill sets is different.
In conclusion, the perfect salesperson doesn't exist. But every single salesperson should have certain aspects that works for everything. And
a desire to expand.
I will add the first one. I think, and the second one. I think every single salesperson needs to be pushy and a little bit arrogant.
You know what it comes down to? It comes down to my most important point: confidence.
Yes.
You can't sell anything if you're not confident.
Yep.
You can fake confidence, and you can sell with it. You can't. You might not, because here's the thing: you could be in your private life. You're like you're a fragile little flower, but when it comes to business, you know what to get it. You got the confidence. You got
the eye of the
you
tiger.
got the machismo. Yeah, you got the machismo on that, and that's what you need. I've seen so many people where I'm like, they're not going anywhere. If that's the attitude and the work and they put forward, you're going nowhere. You need confidence, man. I told everybody I always tell, you need to own it. Like, you need to be the one, because when you say something, they have to believe you. If they don't believe you, we're not getting them.
Yeah.
And especially if you're trying to get a higher price or for certain things, because there are different risk factors. And there are certain merchants that will negotiate.
I'm not going to say anything because I'm risking too much here.
No. But certain merchants don't understand the risk assessment. And like we always said, we're not going to be the cheapest. We don't want to be the cheapest because
we're the best.
Yes. You pay for quality. And yeah, that's the way it is. So confidence, my number one.
Yep.
And in that, the second one for me is greed.
Oh,
you
that
need to
one,
be greedy.
I don't know. I don't know if greedy, but
You're greedy.
I'm not greedy.
You're greedy.
No.
Every single time. I want to make more money.
Of course, but it's not being greedy.
It is greedy.
Greedy is something bad.
No,
I mean,
no.
It's
I
like
think that's the misconception
it's
of
an
that.
aspiration.
Yeah, of course.
I
Greed.
aspire a lot, but it's not greed. Greed is like, I want everything for me. Oh, my precious. I'm not like that.
Coming from the guy who said, I'm the host. And that was the first thing.
I'm the host.
No, but I think greed is a healthy thing as long as you can control it. You need it. Because, yes, it is it's a step form of aspirations. Yes, I think you need it. Because you need to want more. Okay, now I made 5,000 euros. Now I want to make 10,000 euros. Is that not greed? Yes, it is.
Lily is not greedy enough. She should be here.
Yes.
But she's in a restaurant in Rome.
Trying to...
No. You won't say that. Not in...
For me, the second one is definitely greed. The third one is that you have to have two sides to the same coin. You have to be a team player, but you also have to be an individual. And not everybody can do that. Some people get stuck in they want to be in a team. They cannot do it by themselves. But in my form of sales, what I see, you have to be able to do it yourself also. You have to, and you can't just be an individual, because if you work with 30 people in a sales team, you're just going to be that asshole that never talks to anybody and never shares. I think that that's always, again, I've seen it at certain places where they're like, if you want me to help you, I want some cut. That's not teamwork. That's greed. The negative part of greed for me. You have to be able to help, but you also have to be able to get help, and then you have to be able to do a lot of things by yourself.
Yeah. I remember when people speak about sales or salesperson, I remember this part of the Wolf of Wall Street, where.
But that's also greed.
Yeah. But sell me this pen. This is that personal opinion is bullshit. That works for cold call, but
you have to be very pushy.
Yeah,
and never accept a
I
no.
understand.
I would say a good salesperson also needs to accept a no.
Yeah, but a good salesperson needs to evaluate.
Is it worth it?
No, needs to evaluate the environment. Needs to. It's like you're a hunter. You're a lion.
You have to be a chameleon.
A chameleon. Yeah.
Chameleon.
You cannot.
You can go into any room
with the same strategy.
Yes.
You cannot use the same strategy for everything. It's stupid. It's like I'm gonna hunt a zebra, and I have a rifle, and then I'm facing a fucking elephant. Probably it's not the same rifle I need to kill a zebra than an elephant. You know?
No, but at the end of the day, you can shoot at a different part. You don't have to go directly for the.
Yeah, but probably I will hurt him, but I won't kill him.
I think you can. I think it's the same as in marketing. You do A/B split testing, right?
Yes.
Same. You adapt one variable, then you see what works. I don't think the same strategy to 100% works in a different room. No, it won't.
Yeah, let's do a water break. We have been half an hour here, so we still have half an hour more.
Let's go.
To talk about this. Let's do a water break, and
then we'll be right back. Mom, sister of Jerry's.
Yeah, mom, sister.
Tia's mom.
Be right back.
Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone.
We are back, mom, sister, suegra,
Mama de Tia.
Mama de Tia. Yeah.
Mamacita.
Yeah, I think she's the only one that watches actually our podcast.
Well, she needs to leave some comments.
Yeah, you want her to leave a comment?
I want some hearts.
Oh, that's risky.
A risky business.
Yeah.
Tia's new daddy.
So we were talking about the perfect salesperson. We have spoken about
some of the skill sets, characteristics.
Yes.
That we.
What will be your recommendation for a person that wants to work sales to start right now, nowadays?
I would say that the thing I really think is amazing if you find somebody is that they have this drive to want to learn. Because if you come without experience, like I did myself back in the day, is that you need to be... You shouldn't fear fail. You should fear only fear. Meaning that if you're scared of failing, you're going to hold back. If you're not scared of failing, you're going to fucking go nose deep and you're going to take the nosebleed and then you're going to learn. You're going to get good at one point. It's going to take some time if you really have what it takes, which I think anybody can, if they really want to. You have to... Like I said, if it's somebody with no experience, of course, anybody with experience should know this. But if you don't have experience, you just don't be scared. You should be scared, of course, because I don't think it's healthy not to have it, but you shouldn't be scared of failing. I think that's, for me, is the biggest thing to have. Don't be scared of failing, because you're going to fail. We all fail. I failed a million times.
Yeah, of course.
I'm still not where I want to be, but...
I haven't failed. Never.
I'm not scared of failing ever. I'm scared in the moment that I sometimes take a decision, and then I brush it off and I move forward.
I will say that patience, perseverance, because
You need
because
well, perseverance is not really patience, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get what
but-
you mean. Patience you need for sure.
yeah, because you will try over
Get
and
in
over
line,
and
like
over.
wait for your chance to.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yes,
But also patience with learning.
and also, for example, in my case, I went. I had 1 year with more than 100 onboardings, approvals, and shits, and they were shit. Small customers, customers that disappear, they were not loyal, they were lying to us, I- and and I had to swallow an entire year of shitty
That
approval.
was a wasted year in so many ways.
Yes,
Yes.
but-
if it wasn't for the ones we had,
But
it wouldn't have been
thanks,
good.
but thanks to being patient and persevere or something, I was there, ready and motivated to work every single day.
You gotta be
because
ready.
I knew that someday the good ones will arrive, and they came.
You know what I told?
They came and make money.
You know what I told Kylene yesterday? I told her if I was a singer, let's say an artist in any way, I told her I would fuck my way to the top because I believe in myself and I would stay there.
Yeah.
I would have made sure that if I fucking got my chance just because of that, I don't give a fuck. I would work my hardest to just keep crawling the meters that I have to do myself. I would work my ass off to do it. I don't give a fuck. I would almost do anything to get that fucking chance because in many fucking things it's impossible. But in many things it's impossible to get those chances. I'm gonna disregard an opportunity because they want something special.
You
for
little
me.
whore.
I don't give a fuck. I would do it, man. I would do it because I believe in myself and I would maintain that. I would create something from that. I don't give a fuck. Because without that, how many years would it take me afterwards to do it? Just imagine I had to wait 2 more years. I do it the right way. I wasted 2 years struggling. I'd rather take the fucking chance and say, fuck it. I made it because of that, yes, but I'm owning it. I would fucking own it. Never say, I didn't do that. Fuck that. Yes, I fucking did it and I made it. Now I'm here. What are you going to do about it? Like, I would do it. I don't fucking care.
Do you remember at the beginning of the today's episode, we were talking about the animals, animal trafficking, and sanctuaries and shit. I know the case of a girl that she started her own animal sanctuary. I won't say where. I won't say names. She had a lot of animals. I don't know, after less than a year that she started, because people buy animals and then they cannot feed them, or whatever. So they take them to these sanctuaries. The girl couldn't find any funding. It wasn't easy because she was not she's not a salesperson. She's not good.
Yeah, if you
at
want to
that.
raise money,
She
you
was
gotta
working-
know.
She was working as a prostitute.
But that's also...
She was prostituting
but that's beautiful.
herself
That's beautiful, right?
just to feed those animals.
You talk
dude,
to me about
every
the
day.
people, we both look at suicide as a cowardly way out.
Yeah.
Because you're leaving a disaster behind you. But if you do it in the way we talked about in Italy,
Yes.
it's more of a martyr way to go because you're doing it for a bigger purpose.
A bigger purpose.
Yes.
When
and
you-
that's the same. You're selling yourself for doing that. Yes. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, and the thing is that in social
I'll
media,
support with some dollars.
yeah, in social media, somebody noticed that somebody just made public her pictures in one of those escort websites, and say, hey, this is the girl from the animal sanctuary that became viral. She became viral for a stupid video, but she's actually a prostitute, and people was making fun. Dude, how dare you to make fun of that girl?
At least she's trying.
She's stupid. She made a stupid video. She can be very dumb. But dude, a person
She's trying to do something right.
A person that is capable of selling her body just to feed the fucking animals.
That's a beautiful thing.
That
She's
a
selling
fucking
a part
hero.
of her soul
She's a
to
fucking
do
hero to
something
me.
great for the fucking world.
Yes.
And people, but that's what I always hate. Like that's the downside to what we talked about before. Also, social media, man. it creates a lot of haters.
Yes.
Like the people we talked about in regards to my use of AI.
Yeah.
Even though I'm using 3 different web designers, I used ChatGPT to create some fast designs. I don't regret that.
And the
It
same
it doesn't look amazing either.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are you complaining? It looks worse because I do that. Okay, my problem.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you care?
the same goes with whatever we said about our opinions, personal opinions in this podcast. If the day of tomorrow, this shit is a lot of people start watching this
Fuck
this
that
podcast.
fucking Calp 24.
A lot of people start watching this podcast, and I don't know.
If
we
people don't
get
like it-
canceled, and YouTube
We're never gonna
ban
get
us.
canceled, but I understand
yeah,
what you
know.
mean. I
And
understand.
YouTube ban us. I will keep recording this and uploading to a
I would
a
fucking go
personal-
anyway. Yeah,
a
yeah,
personal
yeah,
server,
yeah.
a website or something.
You're
Ju-
not taking us offline, that's for sure.
Of course not. And you can say whatever you want about me, my
Mm.
past, my family, whatever you want. I won't give a fuck because I don't even read the fucking Twitter.
No, I read, but I always try to put like a positive turn to things when people like we had some people creating some hate on TikTok
Yeah.
for our mouse pads. They were like, one of them was talking trash because one of them was Rocket League.
Yeah.
Oh, you still do Rocket League in 2024? And I'm like, yeah, there's still 200,000 people at this second online. So
Yeah.
there's 200,000. You're
Yeah.
one. There's 200,000.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
wrong with them?
like what's your problem? Like every time they came, and there was a few more that
Dude,
created some
there
hate.
is a world championship of Tetris and Pac-Man. Are you kidding me? And you're talking shit smack about Rocket League. Are you fucking kidding me?
I think it's amazing though. I think that again, that's an ability. Also, just hopping back to finish off, I guess the sales part is that you need to brush off. You need to be able to take the losses. You need to also be able to brush off, the hate, because there's gonna be a lot of hate. If you make it in sales in a company that there's a lot of people, you went from being friends with people
To
to know
enemies.
more,
Yes.
and they're gonna hate you.
Yes.
And in any industry, it doesn't matter what you're selling, even strippers. If you succeed, they're gonna hate you just
Yeah.
because of that. It's the world is meant to hate on people succeeding. So ultimately, taking it from that to this is you have to be able to take the heat.
My last recommendation for the perfect salesperson: love.
Love what you do.
It's not only what you do. When I say love, is you need to know the product you are selling.
Yeah, but that's love what you do.
You need to love it. You
Yeah,
need to use it
For
if,
sure.
if possible.
sure.
You cannot sell anything
If
that
you
you
don't give a
won't
shit.
use
No.
because
No,
that
precisely.
demonstrates.
Yeah, but that one we agree on. That we talked about a million
Yes.
times. I keep going back to the example of me going through McDonald's, buying my fucking hamburger with only ketchup. I know when I get onions and mustard,
And pickles.
they don't give a fuck. Or when I go to a supermarket, I ask them, where can I find the Q-tips? Yeah, you don't just
love
no, you're
your
just
job.
here for a paycheck. You can
Yeah.
feel the difference, and I always told that. I told it to Maria, I told it to Lily. I said, and I told it to Brenda before as well. I said, if they don't see you loving it, if they don't feel the love, if they don't think that you would do it, the same, use the same we're selling at home, nobody's gonna buy it from
You know,
Nobody's gonna buy it from
you
you.
know that also if you are trying to get a job in sales, because sales of whatever, that's where the money is. If you are talking about the salary, plus the commissions and shits. If
Plus,
you
it's
if you
exciting,
are-
new people all
yeah,
the time.
but if you are a fucking I don't know a graphic designer,
You still have to know how to sell yourself. That's a different thing
But,
because.
but if you get a job of
But that's what I mean. That,
1,500 a month, you don't get commissions, you get nothing. I mean, I'm talking to people that wants to work in
yeah,
sales.
but even if you are a graphic designer, even if you are a developer, let's say you're self-employed. Then at that point, if you don't know how to sell yourself,
That's true.
it
that's
doesn't
true.
matter how amazing
No, but
you are at doing
I'm
what you
talking
do.
About getting a job.
Yeah,
Starting.
yeah. But I would say that I think commissions should, and I'm guessing is included in a lot of job
Yeah.
title. Because if you have to participate in a lot of sales call, selling, let's say, graphic design, you either have to be on commission or you're getting a big salary, or you're self-employed. If you're self-employed, it takes a while.
I know people that gets 1,000 euros a month.
Yeah,
and-
but I know that a lot of companies are just shit.
Yeah.
That's just, you can't get around that. Like I told you, there's people in this country that works for a development company that's building an AI to replace them, and they have to fuel it. Like, you're digging your own grave. You're probably getting a decent salary, but in a few years, you don't have a job because of it.
Yeah.
You fueled them to be able to build without you.
Yeah.
That means that they can offer it to everybody, and they don't need to hire anybody.
Yeah. Where I was going, Brenda, for example. Brenda,
She had the eye of the tiger early.
yes, she had it because she needed the money. But I noticed that in her personal case, she loved cars. And
Yeah,
she
but that-
knows a lot about them. And she's
Nails.
crazy about
Nails.
them. Also,
Nails.
also,
Nails,
yeah, nails,
manicure?
but manicure, yeah. But cars. If she wants, if she wanna make good money, she should be selling cars, not fucking payment gateways.
Yeah, I don't think she picked up that much of the interest from that. I think that was what happened, is the interest
Yeah,
disappeared a little bit.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing, right? You have to, and that's the problem, I would say, for us. It's so much harder to find people because it's such a niche product. But for marketing, it's mainstream.
Yeah.
And it's easier to find people that gives a shit about social media, because that's a lifestyle. Or, marketing is a lifestyle. And the T-shirts and mouse pads we're creating, if we find gamers or people, dudes that like the shirts that we make, they're going to fucking be amazing at selling them. Or just give a shit about fashion. Could be another point to just why you could be good at being salesperson for us in those projects for that. That it's, you need to have something interest in that. Like Lily. Lily likes financial.
corporate shit.
Yeah,
in
she
general.
likes that. And that's why I think she could be amazing in the future once she gets more experience and she gets more confidence. And she also sometimes needs to learn how to shut up.
What? Yeah, she needs to learn when to stop.
Yes.
She doesn't know that.
I remember the first conversation still. I was like, I want to leave.
Yeah.
I was done listening to her.
Yeah.
I was literally like, oh, shit.
Oh my God, she
I was
never
like,
shut up.
I am not hiring
But that's
this
what
chick.
got her the job. So
No, the first one didn't.
no, I wanted to hire her.
Yeah, but I didn't. That's what I mean. She scared
she
me
was
away.
she was in Lithuania.
Yeah, but I still didn't want to hire
No?
her. No. But the second time she came back, she was less.
Yeah.
She was more mellow, and she
Yeah.
is more mellow. But she has a moment
I
where
gotta be
she's...
honest. We start the interview. Oh, I remember you. You're the one that never shuts the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's the reason probably that she.
You know what we could do in one of the future? We can talk about some of the job conversations we had, like how we interview people. Because we're very informal, and I think from my point of view, it's amazing to actually have a connection with people while
I
talking
had
to them.
very retard job interviews
I know.
in here.
Yeah.
I don't know, people that just come and reply very stupid things to the questions. And dude, are you sure you want this job? How can you reply those shits?
I still remember what
For
he said.
example, why do you want this job? Well, I
was-
need to pay my rent.
Yes, that was a few
What
of
the
those.
fuck?
That was a few of those. At least they're honest. I would say that. At least they're
Yeah,
honest.
dude, if you want a job, you cannot be like that.
I still remember.
yeah, don't mention them here.
That was amazing. Ah, shit. We had a lot of conversation about that. But I really do think, again, when we hire people, we're also salespeople, right?
Yeah.
We're selling the dream that we have.
Yeah.
The ambitions that we have, we're selling that to people, and sometimes they bite, sometimes they don't. Sadly, we don't always achieve what we want either. And, just like everybody else, we fail. And it's part of fucking life.
I like also, I remember the girl that we didn't like her resume, and we didn't even had an interview. We just saw it in Civiquescus in the website and discard her. And she sent us an email saying that we're racist for discarding her. Are you
no.
fucking kidding me? I'm from Latin America.
No.
And you're also a foreigner in this country.
I invited her. I did
Yeah.
invite her, but she never answered. And then I declined her. And then she called me a racist. And I told her, well, I sent you an email some time ago and you never answered. What do you want me to do? Just sit here and wait?
I'm going to make a documentary of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a documentary and I will show
How racist
you
you are,
are. Are you fucking kidding me?
That was bullshit.
I'm Latino, dude. How can I be racist?
And then she applied the last time again, which is funny. I'm guessing she calmed down after a while, but that was ridiculous. Like, I get it, it if it happened any other way. But if I want to decline somebody, I'm going to decline somebody. But what she was pissed about, which I still don't understand, is that she saw that I invited her, but she never wrote me. She kept saying she wrote me. I kept looking at my emails. There was nothing. So how could you have written me back? And she never sent proof of that either.
Yeah. So, recommendation: if you wanna work at sales, find a job or try your best to find a job in something that you are very interested in.
Passionate about, yeah.
That's are passionate.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And the second thing is you cannot sell anything if you cannot sell yourself. So
for sure.
You gotta do your best to look good,
But that also starts with the resume, man.
to feel good.
You have to be able to sell yourself on paper before you sell yourself in person, because you need to get to the conversation before you even do that. Like for me, what I really find interesting is I agreed with a guy on LinkedIn that got a little bit of trash from some people, but I make, the resume readable.
Yeah.
Share something about yourself. For me personally, like we always discussed, I like and I need personal connection to people that I work with. So write something about yourself. Who are you? What do you like to do? Like, I don't know, hobbies. Don't be just cycling, I don't know, tennis.
Trekking.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah,
But actually
Jesus Christ.
give some information. Make sure that when you describe the job position, a little bit of text. You don't need a whoosh, but you don't need like a line,
Whoosh.
like one sentence. You need like a few sentences. Perfect.
Yeah.
Make sure, I would also say, resume-wise, don't put in if you have like 10 of these 1 months. That's not beneficial. I know that if you remove them and they were in 3-year period and you didn't have longer than that, it doesn't look good because you have 3 years and not working. But it doesn't look good.
Lie. You cannot
Get
put,
the conversation. Get the conversation, and then you can
You cannot put 3 months here, 3 months here, 3 months here. No. You just put the first
No,
one.
because that's a warning sign.
Yeah, remove the other two. You push input the best one and the best position, and then you said, I was here for a year. Nobody will give a fuck. Nobody will check. They will ask you.
No,
and then you will be able to speak and explain your situation. Get the interview.
Precisely,
Because
get the
you need
interview.
to sell yourself the better version of yourself. Once you sell yourself, then you can sell something else.
I once wrote on an application that I wanted to be the future CEO. I applied in a supermarket.
You remember? One girl told us, I want to be the CEO of the company. Yeah,
I don't remember who she was though.
Yeah, I don't
but
remember
for
her name,
me,
but yeah.
I would love somebody to write and say that, because that's ambition. Ambition
Yeah.
you need.
You said the same on your job interview to the supermarket.
No, I never got the job interview.
No?
I thought it was amazing, but no, I never got it. I thought
You know, one of my first job interviews, I never took the job in Spain, was for a real estate agency. It was for a real estate agency. One of my first interviews. I don't remember if
I would have loved to have done
it
that.
was the first office. Yeah, and I was excited about it. And the guy told me in Spain, dude, well, the salary is 700 euros a month. You gotta work from Monday to Saturday, 12 hours daily.
I would have loved that, dude. I would have loved
60 hours a week
I
per
don't care.
700
I
euros
don't
a
care.
month.
I don't care. Experience, man.
And the guy told me, and the first year you won't get commissions.
Then no.
Fuck
no,
you.
No.
I told him, fuck off.
No. Because just imagine you.
How much is the fucking franchise?
Just imagine
20,000?
No,
I
but
will get the 20,000. I will buy you out, asshole.
But
Are
just
you kidding me?
just imagine you generate 10 million in sales that 1 year, and in real estate, I think they get 3 to 6%. Just imagine how much money you would just left on the table there. No, no, no. Of course, no, no, no. But if you said 700 euros and you get some decent commission, I would have said, fuck yeah. Even just for the experience, I would love to do that. I don't. I thrive in a challenge. A challenge for me is where I find my fuel, and for me that is for sure needed. And I don't know. I was watching this podcast the other day, Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, two comedians, and I just realized. I don't know. I guess when you were talking, I spaced out a little bit, and I started realizing that, it's funny sometimes, conversations like this, how it works. For me, sometimes I'm getting better at it. I'm struggling sometimes to let people talk. Sometimes when I want to say something, I always want to put it in because then I know it's gone. I don't want to leave it here and then it disappears. I'd rather have it out here and gone than out here and gone because then I'm gonna forget.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know. It's another thing we can talk about in the future.
Yeah, we can.
We got subjects, bruh.
But right now we have only like 7-8 minutes left, and I want to explain something. All these regarding sales, the salesperson that we have mentioned so far is very generic.
Yeah.
But there is something in a specific that people might be interested in. That is how to make sales online. What makes you a good online seller?
What's the product?
Salesperson. Whatever. You have your own store. Let's say
Gaming products.
Gaming products, or let's say
You mean website-wise? Because then you don't sell it the
You
same.
have a website. You have a website, you have an e-commerce, and you want to sell. But traffic is not coming to you. How you do? There are several things. SEO, ads, forums.
I would say that's the thing, right?
What should this person do to increase the sales, to start the sales on
That's a
his
complicated
e-com?
one because at the end of the day, what if you do have the traffic but you don't have the sales? Then it's a website thing, right?
Yes.
So that's also a sales point, because at the end of the day, then you're not your website is not optimized for the products to sell the way it should, or you're getting the shitty traffic that doesn't want what
It's
you're
getting traffic,
so
but
you're either
it's not
doing
converting.
you're doing something wrong somehow. But I would say if you're not getting the traffic and you're starting up, it's tough if you don't have money.
Okay.
I gotta be honest. Organic traffic doesn't happen overnight. What you can do though, you have the Volt, the Bolt, the Uber,
Affiliate marketing.
You have the marketplaces, affiliate marketing where you don't pay till you get a sale. Usually, you have those avenues, but still, with affiliate marketing, sometimes
It's shit.
yeah, but you also pay a high cost.
Yes.
And that means you have left, if you even make something. So you
Yeah,
still have the money.
but
You
the
still have to have
subscription-
money to cover the deficit that you might have on the sale you get.
But the subscription stays with you. If you
If
are
it's
selling.
subscription, yes,
if you're
but
selling
if
a
it's physical goods, it's a
then you're
lot more
fucked.
complicated. Yeah, it's really tough. Like what we learned with Volt and Calp and all those platforms is that it's not easy, man.
My recommendation, if you're starting and you have no visitors, please start selecting a niche product. Very, very niche product. For example, you want to sell clothing. Go and sell clothing with little pumpkins.
I would say
And you
start
sell-
locally, man.
You sell, but you sell a product. All your products have, in this case, little pumpkins. Pumpkins. It's the pumpkin store. So when people write, I want a dress with a pumpkin, they will go to your website. Also, start.
I saw what is it called, Shark Tank in America, with the guy who was selling potatoes with the.
Yep, with a message. Yeah.
He was doing a decent amount of money a year.
More than 200K.
What a retarded idea, though. Like, I would never buy. I wouldn't. I might just for the shits and giggles. I might buy a potato and put a message in it, but it's not longevity. You
No.
And when you said niche, that was a niche, but
Yeah.
you
Start
need
with something very
longevity in
niche.
your niche as well. You can't just like a pumpkin alone.
No.
Because
you're
the
not
more
selling
ni-
a pumpkin. I'm telling you that
I
you're
know,
selling
but on a t-shirt.
clothing and accessories and everything
Because
with
the-
pumpkins.
but you also have to
shoes,
know-
Converse shoes with pumpkins.
But the thing is also, the more niche you go, the harder it is to get started.
Yes and
It
no.
is. No, it's not. It is.
Second.
Because your audience is a lot smaller.
Yes.
And if you have any competitors, the pricing will usually be
Well,
higher.
try to select a niche without
Competitors. Yeah, but then you need to generate the interest. So you need
Yes.
to understand that this will be a
That's
process.
where my second advice comes. Do a vlog and write a fucking article every fucking
I think it would
day.
be amazing. If you start a
SEO.
new product, you need to think about the blog. The blog is not only for SEO, but it also it positions you as actually knowing your product.
Yes.
But maybe also knowing, the audience. If you can do it in that way, I think also, and then you need social media.
Yep.
Social media is king. Like you need to show different, like if it's a T-shirt, I would say use it in different places, different people, different positions, whatever. Make it look interesting. If it's clothing, but either way, if it's something else, I would say if it's digital goods, social media is kind of pointless. But then there's other avenues. So it depends on if it's physical or digital.
Then the third thing is the way of promoting. I will do after I select my niche and I did the vlog. I will do the third thing, that is, I will go to CapCut or Canva and I will put all my products in very small videos, 5 minutes length, more or less, with a voice enough. You can redact that shit with ChatGPT if you want, modify a little bit, explaining everything in YouTube. And put that video in YouTube. Because when people search something, that video will always pop up in the first position. I don't know why, because you are using the positioning of YouTube to get a better positioning of your store.
Yeah, but there's also Pinterest.
Yeah.
Pinterest is good if it's
when I
those
say
kind of
YouTube,
products.
When I say YouTube, I say all those social media.
Because in Pinterest,
things.
you can get a lot of interest from people that sees the design and they pin it, and then they come back and think, hey, where can I buy it? But that's also the thing I would say, really what I learned, going through these courses for marketing, is that you really have to be, because startups don't have money. So you have to be very specific with what you want, what's your result.
All the things I said, you can do them for free.
YouTube, Pinterest, yes, it's for free. But I would always say, try to raise money internally. And when I say internally, I mean friends and family. Try if you can raise a little bit. Even if it's only 1,000 euros. That 1,000 euros can easily
Use them in ads.
flourish into 5,000 euros.
Yes.
And then you take out the cost, the investments that you put into it. Then you might have, let's say, 3,000.
Yes.
Then you have 3,000. Oh, shit. Now it can be 10,000. Then you take out the investments. You might have 7,000 left. You need to have money to start. You cannot start unless you want to start as a hobby. But then you also need to learn that it's going to take a long time, because SEO, not knowing what you're doing, is a minimum of 3 months, and that's best case.
Minimum,
Worst
yeah.
case is 12 months.
Yeah.
And
No, worse. Worst case, it can
YouTube
be a
and
lifetime.
YouTube and Pinterest, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to upload shitty videos, upload shitty pictures, and nobody's going to look at it. So there's also that. You need to really, I would always say, check the competition. If there's no competition, check similar. Figure out what they do. Don't copy them. Find your own approach, because I never ever think that you should copy anybody. You should look at it, get your own inspiration to how you can do it, and figure out, because not everybody has a 5,000 euro camera to take the great pictures or the experience to really do it. But I think people that would love your product, even if it's not, fucking Gucci looking pictures, they're still going to buy it, as long as it's just half decent.
Don't do drop shipping from China, India, somewhere, Taiwan. If you
Unless you're selling to Thailand and China.
Yeah.
and
if
Taiwan.
you live in Europe and you are selling in Europe, use European providers. If you're going to do drop shipping, do it from European providers. Don't do it from American nor Asian providers.
Yeah, because again, if you don't have money, but I don't know. There's so many different ways to do it. It's a bigger subject, man. But at the end of the day, I think the conclusion for this is there is no perfection. There is you, and if you have passion for your product, you will find out a way to sell it, whether it's your own or it's somebody else's. You can work for somebody.
Don't be lazy. You cannot sell anything online or in person if you are fucking lazy. I am lazy for some things, but when I am selling something, I am not.
No. I really do think that the conclusion again is, like we said, is there's nothing that's perfect.
Passion. You need passion, bro.
I think that honestly,
Yeah.
if you have passion for the product, that's the bare minimum. Then everything else can come. But you need to build on. Of course, passion is never enough. That's like, in relationships, they also say love is never enough. You need to also be able to work on the relationship because everybody faces problem. This is work too. You will face a lot of problems and you need to work on them. Whether you have a party on the other side that wants to work with you or not. Of course, in a relationship, if you don't, then you shouldn't be together. In work, sometimes you have to be able to still do it.
Yeah.
For the moment being, because there might be somebody else out there that will hire you, but if you have no experience, for example, you're fucked. If you don't have the results to improve, you're fucked. Like, you need something to take with you, and sometimes you just have to bite the sour apple and just work hard.
I think, just to finalize this, my last recommendation, my last advice.
For
don't-
today.
For today, don't go crazy. I mean, evaluate everything. And if you are not 100% sure of what you're doing because you don't
Most
understand,
people aren't.
you don't understand. Yes,
I would say Google shit.
I will advise you to Google, to use Google, to use ChatGPT, to
Watch our podcast.
prevail. Yeah.
Watch our
Yeah.
podcast.
But if your situation is comfortable, then do it. But if you are struggling with money right now, I
don't
cannot
do it.
pay
Don't
my
do
rent,
it. Don't do it.
get a job.
Yes.
Get a job, and slowly in weekends,
Yeah.
start working
Yeah,
in
but
your
that's what I
project.
said. Do it as a hobby.
yeah,
Build it as a
when
hobby.
it starts as a hobby,
Maybe you get a
love it.
following. Yeah, but I think that if you start it as a hobby, you also have the easy way because you don't have the big expenses. You don't have offices and
you don't have the
storage.
pressure.
Yeah, precisely. Because you live off your normal money. So I think that, if you want to do it, you need to go for it one way or
Go
another.
for it.
Don't wait for forever because somebody else is going to get the idea.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it.
So, thank you for coming.
Why are you here?
Thank you for watching, mom, sister, mother-in-law. Thank you for watching
think that's it.
today's episode.
I don't think we have any more viewership.
Remember to click on the like button, to share this, to follow us in Spotify, YouTube.
I never appreciate when people say that, but I get why they do it.
Yeah, of course.
Because not everybody think about it, maybe.
But to be honest, we do this podcast for ourselves. I mean,
Of course.
We are not aiming in here to be famous, to reach a major audience.
no.
But
I wouldn't hate it.
Huh?
I wouldn't hate
I
it.
wouldn't hate it.
Because I
maybe
feel like I would-
will. Maybe I will hate
I-
it. Yeah, I don't know.
I would think that if you reach an audience, whether it's 100 per episode or 1 million, it's because you're helping somebody.
That's the thing. I struggle a lot to be in the position I am right now, especially the last 11 years of my life. So if I can help you somehow save time and resources,
Yeah, of course.
that's the reason we're doing this. Again, I don't work for free. Don't call me. Don't write to me for something. Oh, can you explain me in private? No, I won't do it. That costs money, but yeah, something easy. Yes, I can help you.
I've tried in the
Why not?
past in forums and shit. I don't mind helping people.
I help in forums too, but suddenly I noticed, and I told you,
It
you
takes a
knew.
lot of time.
Not only that, dude, I was recommending free solutions like Canva, CapCut, this and that to people in the forum, and actual sales people was going to the forums and telling me, it's because you are getting commission for referring people there. You shouldn't listen to this guy. You should listen to me. Go to this link and download this. And, oh my God, you are getting the commission.
Yeah.
So I stopped fighting. Forums, fuck off.
Yeah. So, like.
Yeah,
See you.
share, follow. See you in the next episode.
Yabba yabba.
It will be Jabba Jabba. We will speak
next week.
about whatever we want.
Next week.
It's not planified, the subject, because we don't have any planification, but we have the planification of...
Planning it.
No.
We're planning to planning it.
Of just speaking about whatever
Yeah,
it comes to
we're
our
following.
mind that day.
Which we already do, basically.
Yeah, but
We
right
already
now we're
touched.
talking about business, and
now
it's what we do.
But if you look at now also, we already ended it. But we're
Yeah,
continuing.
Yeah. And we started with it. We started with it. We're talking
Animals,
about the animals. I wanna go again to that subject of the animals in the next episode.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
probably I will show some material because it's something I feel passionate about. The animals. I know it might sound hypocrite. I had a wolf. I was a kid. I was only 7 years old when somebody gave it to me. I was very ignorant. I didn't know anything about.
And we will cover that another time.
Yeah.
Let's
so,
go. Amazing.
Bye.
Like, follow, comment.
Mom, sister, mother-in-law.
Send me nudes.
Bye-bye.
Just kidding.
No.